Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Channel ZDI, or ZDI if you're Canadian, but Canadians are scrubs, so you're probably not. Anyway, this is the first episode of a revived podcast project for the Zelda Dungeon forums, and in the future, the Zelda Informer forums. And by in the future, I mean possibly sometime before Zelda U gets released. I don't know. That's not happening for another 5 years or so. So yeah, mostly it's just Zelda Dungeon, because Zelda Informer, the merge hasn't happened yet. So yeah, but it's called Zelda Channel ZDI to represent the two different sites, just because. Anyway, yeah, that's what this is. This is sort of a continuation of the old Channel Z that we had going last year, but it's a bit different this time around because this is more of a community-based podcast. It's not a Zelda-themed podcast. We're going to have, in that the sense that we're going to have multiple different topics that we talk about. It doesn't have to be limited to Zelda, and we'll be talking about community matters too, and getting some community involvement, hopefully, in future episodes. So today's episode is going to feature two segments. We were originally going to have four, but unfortunately one couldn't get recorded because of some personal troubles. And the other one, the return of apologetic game reviews that everybody was looking forward to, did not get recorded because the two people that were supposed to do it, who are our two Canadian friends, I'm not naming names, of course, but yeah, they're scrubs. They were supposed to record their segment, the apologetic game reviews, but they never got around to it because they were being lazy little shits, and that is not cool. So this one's only going to feature two episodes. The first two segments. The first segment is going to be a discussion segment hosted by Petter, or Pendio. The second segment is going to be the return of the KKK, the Cool Kids Quiz, which was featured in episode 2 of Channel Z and the unreleased episode 3 that nobody got to hear. It's going to be hosted by Dan, and it's going to feature Petter, or Pendio, and Chase, aka DekuNut. So, without further ado, I think I will turn this over to Petter, and he can get started with the discussion segment. I hope you all sit back and enjoy the podcast.
Welcome, one and all, to the discussion segment of Channel ZDI. My name is Petter, I'm Pendio at the forums, and I'll be hosting this segment today. With me here, I have Tristan.
Hey.
Ari.
Hey.
Chase.
Hi.
Dan.
Hello, a Lincoln time. I can't wait to hear your voice again.
And we have Jamie.
Hi.
So, for this first episode, we have two subjects to delve into, so let's get started right away. There's a lot of talk about Nintendo's Amiibos, and I know there's also a lot of strong opinions about them. So to kick this discussion off, I'd like to hear some of your initial thoughts on the Amiibo concept when it was originally announced back in the day. So, what did you all think?
Personally, I thought they were a load of shit. I'm not,
too.
a hold back here, but they were clearly DLC, and I don't know why people thought, oh, cool, little plastic figures we can play with, it's clearly DLC. I don't get why people...
Personally, I just think they're for little kids.
I don't know.
They did
I
not
didn't have a
make
problem
little
with them
kids.
really
They
at
make
first.
grown man children.
This is Nintendo we're talking about.
When I first saw them, they were like, Nintendo wasn't so bad at the time. And I figured they'd probably end up being DLC, but I didn't know how much they'd be that way. I didn't mind when they were just costumes and stuff for Smash or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that they're doing this stuff where there's like a secret dungeon and Twilight Princess, and there's video games that you can only play if you have Amiibo, like that. Animal
Yeah, and
Crossing.
plus,
Yeah.
that's just going out of stock anyway.
I remember my initial thoughts about them were kind of like meh. I remember because I didn't really think I'd really get any of them at the time, and I didn't see them at all as DLC back then either.
He has 3 on his shelf right now.
Right, yeah, I do own 3 Amiibos at the moment, but I haven't really used them much. But yeah,
You used them to play with your dinosaur toys.
exactly.
I kind of want to do that myself, but...
I'm kind of indifferent on them. When they were first released, I didn't really have a problem with them. I kind of liked the concept of having your own personal little character to train up in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that was a
But
cool
then
idea.
they started implementing them into other games, and it was kind of like it just started
Yeah, now they
getting.
do their own like Skylanders thing. I'm
Now
surprised they
it's
haven't done that
it's
yet.
just a bunch of DLC that's totally unnecessary.
I feel like the
Yeah.
Twilight Princess HD thing is just gonna be like another Cave of Ordeals.
That's bull.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
having
kind
to-
of what I thought too.
That's one thing that I really don't like, is having to buy an amiibo for an extra dungeon that's really no different from the original dungeon that it's based on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't have to buy an amiibo for an extra dungeon that's amazing. It should just come with the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
never have to buy an extra dungeon, no matter how good it is.
I mean, you can always just, if you're good at that kind of thing, you can just hack into the game without the amiibo.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
People done that.
Yeah,
Mine
but-
on disc.
Most people
We're
aren't
not
good at
promoting hacking of video games or
I am.
anything.
No.
but-
No, we here at
Let's keep that
ZDI
on
do
the-
not support hacking.
Oh, come on. Fun. Not
Openly.
Really.
It's
Yeah.
really difficult to hack Wii U games and stuff. I don't think that's really.
I mean, it's
Something you
possible.
can-
but
Right,
it's
hasn't there
hard.
been some steps already hacking the Wii U? I'm sure
Yeah.
I heard there was.
Well, to
Oh.
stay on the subject here, do people have other kind of opinions or views on towards the amiibo cards? Because I know that's slightly different, even though.
Pretty sure they
Wait.
only exist
be
for
the same
half
thing.
designer. Could be
Yeah, they
wrong,
said
but-
Is it just
if there
that?
were any amiibos that were out of stock, that they would have cards eventually for them or something
right.
like that.
Oh, really?
That's what I
Yeah,
heard,
I
and that's what
find
I've got to
so
hope
much
for it.
if it's $1 for a card, that's not that big of a deal.
Right. Yeah,
But-
they're
So-
cheaper for sure.
Just
Like,
that-
Amiibo-
nah, fuck
yeah.
that.
Amiibo cards are literally DLC, like to
Oh,
the
yeah.
fullest extent.
Yeah, but at least I don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
It's
At
bigger.
least it's not $13.
Yeah.
That too.
So yeah, I mentioned before that I own 3 amiibos. Like my three, basically my 3 favorite Super Smash Bros. Characters. But do any of you own any amiibos yourself?
No.
I do
no.
not.
I
I
don't,
just
but
say
my
that-
roommate
After
does.
Twilight Princess HD.
Hmm?
I'll have that Wolf Link one. Nintendo's just incredibly greedy now. They're driving me insane.
I thought they were
Yeah.
always greedy. But there you go.
They haven't for a while.
Nintendo's usually good at hiding that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now they've
Not really
just
anymore.
gone out of control. They just given up on. And remember, a while back they said, "Oh, we'd never have a game that you had to pay for extra content," or like they said they'd never
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
sure I heard they
did
were.
they really say that?
Yeah, they
DLC
used to be
something.
strong believers in that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I like
now we
those
have-
days.
Free to play game.
Now we have to buy like
Ada
$13 toys to fully experience a game.
Now they
Well, if you
actually
like toys, I guess it's a good deal.
free to play up until
Yeah,
this
but you're not
point.
going to use them as toys.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why I say
Yeah,
they're only
everyone
for
uses them as
kids.
toys.
I wouldn't use them as toys.
Well,
They're just going to be like
Most
all the
people will.
figures that people keep on shelves.
No, I'm saying they have these eShop games now that are free to play up until a certain point.
Oh, yeah.
Like games like Candy Crush. And they said in an interview a while back that they would never do something like that. They'd never follow that model. And now they decided to do it anyways. I'm talking about like a year ago they said they never do it.
Oh, okay.
Didn't Fire Emblem
Yeah, it was pretty
Awakening
recent.
have a lot of DLC though, and that was a while. That was before a year ago.
No, I'm saying they have games that like Candy Crush that are free to
Oh,
play
Right,
until you get 20% into the game and you have to pay money.
right. Oh yeah.
They said they never do it, and then they did it anyways.
Yeah. The second and also the last subject today is simply the very current forum merge that the Zelda Dungeon forums will be having with Zelda Informer very soon. So I was gonna ask about some general thoughts on that. Tristan, would you like to start?
I'm a kind of indifferent, to be honest. I'm not really for it, but I'm not against it. I don't want it to happen, but I'm willing to just like accept it, let it happen. It's gonna happen now. We'll just have to see how it plays out, what ends up happening.
Right.
I'm sure it'll be okay. In the end, it'll all be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it will too. Chase.
Yeah, I'm in a pretty similar boat where I really don't have any strong feelings about it either way. I've gotten over there. I've gotten to know some of their members of their community. Seem like a pretty good group, so I wouldn't mind having them in the forums. Yeah, that's really about it.
Yeah, yeah. I personally I don't know much about the Zelda Informer forums actually, but I mean I'm sure it'll be all right. Ari.
Oh, well, at first I was really against it. I just thought it was just a really stupid idea because we already changed last year. It's like, oh, we're gonna change again. But now I feel better about it. I'm not like unhappy about it at all because I've looked at their forums and it seems pretty bare, and I think it will help them like by merging. And I don't think it'll be a problem at all. It's just all it is a different look and maybe some different features and maybe a few things that are gone, but it's still going to be the same people, hopefully.
Yeah.
And that's all that really matters to me is that the same people are there.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the people who make the community, you know. All right, Jamie, what do you think?
Yeah, I get why Mossies is doing it and focusing on the walkthroughs on the main site, because that's where we saw the statistics. It's like almost all of his money comes from the walkthrough specifically,
Right.
and the forum is like less than 1% of the hits. So I can see why you'd move the forums to somewhere with a more well-known community. I know their front page does a lot better than ZD's front page. So I can see why you'd move it there. At the same time, it seems sort of weird. You go to their forum and the last posts on there are from like a month ago. Like,
Oh,
it
wow.
seems sort of weird that we're being usurped by a forum with way less people. But I can sort of get it. At the end of the day, I probably won't care that much. I'm not sure how I feel about a bunch of random mods and admins that I don't know or have never met randomly becoming staff, especially since that Nathaniel guy's pretty set on he says he's really strict, and then he says, "Oh no, we're not really strict," and he has this really specific code, but then he doesn't, and I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I totally trust that it's gonna actually be as lax as it is now, but if it is, then I guess I won't really mind. The only thing that does bug me, and it's not, I know we've been talking about this for a while. I don't mind that they're going to delete the emotes if they do it. I just hope that if they're going to do it, before the merge happens, they make a post about it, allow us to actually discuss it, give us their reasons for deleting it. I mean, they're a pretty big part of the community, and they can't just drop it and not say anything about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And just expect people to be okay with that. I don't mind if they do it as long as they actually just tell us about it, give us a reason, and allow us to talk about it. I mean, Dan made a poll about the emotes. 8 votes for yes to 3 for no right now. So it doesn't look like there's this overwhelming majority that wants the emotes on. And it doesn't look like they have good grounds to just get rid of them without consulting anyone or even making a post about it. So that's the only thing that'll bug me, is if they don't do anything with that. Other than that, I don't really mind the merge.
Yeah, I'm sure in general we'll all get used to it eventually, even if there are big changes. And Dan, what do you think about it?
Yeah, personally, it scares me. Like, I haven't been able to sleep at night. It's just that bad.
Aw.
Yeah. But yeah, I just don't see the point in it. I have been across the pond and witnessed their culture firsthand, and it doesn't look good, to tell you the truth. It's a little too small. They don't have their own lounge. They don't even have a shout box. I mean, come on.
Oh, wow.
They don't have a low
Yeah.
rule lounge.
They don't even have a Bubsy emoticon. Every forum has to have a Bubsy emoticon.
Can't
It's
forget
that
the
bad.
Bubsy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough indeed.
Yeah. Like,
Regarding the shout box, I know Mossies did say that the shout box was going to be a priority.
yeah, but
So
he's
that's
alive,
okay.
so, you know. Yeah, I just don't see the point in transferring, you know, everything from, well, destroying our board and moving it all to their board. You know, it's like moving a city into a village.
Yeah.
The village should come over to our city. There's a shout box and a Bubsy emoticon and ketchup.
Yeah, I thought that was very weird too. Like, couldn't
Yeah.
move in fast.
Yeah, I'm also in agreement with that. I'm not going to name names, but you know who he is. what he has to say about the merge is actually, yeah. Wait, where is it?
Who?
You know, I can't name
Not naming
names.
me.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he's
well,
been
you
pretty
can't name
vocal
names.
about this whole
Just
merge.
imagine an extreme
There's
detail.
like 50 pages of law regarding it. Yeah, I think it's a little odd that we're going to get like 10 more moderators, even though the forum is only going to grow by like 5 members. It seems unnecessary.
Actually, on
One
that
moderator.
note, I think, if I remember correctly, Nathaniel said that he was going to be joining the team as an admin, and there would only be 1 or 2 mods from ZI that would
Yeah,
be joining the
I heard-
team.
No, he made a thread earlier on his own forum asking for previous mods there to. I think he was.
Yeah.
No, the forum's really odd. I think to merge their old accounts with their current ones or something like that.
What?
So the mods were going to come back. I don't know, like, I don't know, for some reason, all of their accounts are, like, broken or something at the moment, so they've had to create new accounts. Then he's going to merge those new accounts with old accounts or something like that.
Oh.
I hope the staff just keep things as they are. Like, I'm really content with how lax things are. And
I
I
like
know
it
yeah.
the way it is.
Same here. And that's it for the discussion segment of this first episode of Channel ZDI. We encourage you all to leave name suggestions for this discussion segment of the show in the comments, and if we see a name we like, we'll make that the new name for the discussion segment in time for the next episode. Also, if you have any ideas for other interesting subjects for us to discuss here on the show, be sure to leave that in the comments as well. Now, I'd like to hand the torch over to Dan, the host of our Cool Kids Quiz.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Cool Kids Quiz. Today on the show we'll have 2 contestants. Petter, who is a young Swedish lad with a world full of dreams underneath his blanket. Petter is a part-time bodybuilder and a full-time chimney sweeper. He's hoping to win the prize money from this competition so they can finally get out of the chimney sweep industry, as he says it's become far too dangerous. Our other contestant is none other than DekuNut. DekuNut is a member of the Flat Earth Society and hopes by winning this competition he'll prove his society aren't just a bunch of clockwork rodents. So, both contestants have buzzers, Petters, which is, and Chase, aka DekuNut. Your buzzer is... Yeah, what's your buzzer? I thought you had a... Wait, your buzzer is buzzer. Buzzer.
Yes.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, we'll roll with that.
I could say boom if it works better.
No, buzzer's pretty cool. Okay then.
I like it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so the first question of this round is, which forum member took a lifelong career in fence painting?
Buzzer.
Well, I think Petter was first on that one.
Alright,
Okay.
well, I'm gonna say Axel the Beast.
Well, I think you might be right. Let's just check.
Oh, you think so?
We'll have
Okay.
to check the cards for this because you might be wrong.
I'm sweating.
Oh, okay, here we go. Just picking up this card, just removing these chocolates from the top of these cards. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yep, you're right. It was Axel. You're amazing.
Oh my god, I was so nervous there. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, now something a little more difficult. What year did the company Nintendo first start?
Oh.
Petter?
1889.
Oh, damn. That's pretty good. Yep, that's the correct answer.
I know my history.
You know your Nintendo history.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yep.
Oh. Okay then. I literally had no idea. So.
It's the same year that Adolf Hitler and Charlie Chaplin were born.
Oh yeah, that's a really easy way to remember things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an easier one. Nintendo received a contract that said that a company would like to make a home system with Nintendo. Who was that company?
Buzz.
Chase?
Okay, I could very well be wrong. Was it Philips?
No. Was not.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Do I get a guess there then, or?
Yeah, you get a guess, and if you get it wrong, you both
All right.
lose.
So a company that wanted to work with Nintendo.
Yep.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Disney?
Disney?
No.
No.
I don't fucking know.
Okay, I don't get the point, but can I say what I think it actually is now?
Okay.
Was it Sony?
Yep, Sony was right. Remember, it was...
Yep.
That's what led to the
I had no
PlayStation
clue.
1.
I remembered right after I said it.
Okay. Before making video games, what did Nintendo make? Oh, well, what did they first make anyway? Yes, Petter.
They made Hanafuda cards.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool. You get another point. Okay. Here we go. Now these questions are gonna start getting pretty hardcore now. So, which member of the forum, so these are now more community orientated, has received the most bans?
Buzz? Wait, no.
Well,
Okay.
you're gonna have to answer. You buzzed. You can't just push your buzzer inappropriately. It's
Okay.
not the rule of the buzzers.
I don't know. I'm just going to say pancake. I have no idea.
No, that's sadly not the right answer. But a good one, nevertheless.
Oh, it's really hard. Maybe Snow Queen?
No, that's sadly also not the answer.
Right.
Anyone want to guess one more time?
Ventus?
Yep, that's it. Ventus. Probably anyway. Like, I have no idea who statistically is... But he got banned, like, tons of times when he made
Right.
those ults, remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Does that count? Yeah, I guess it counts, yeah.
He can count for this one.
Alright, that works.
Okay, so, picture this. You're walking down a dark alley. You haven't got your parents holding your hand, and you haven't got your favourite blankie. Which member of the forum would you hate to run into? Petter. Petter?
I would really hate to run into to Jamie.
Oh, and why would that be? What's wrong with old Jamie?
I think he would be scary in the dark.
Well, word has it he has glow-in-the-dark hair, so...
Yeah, I think that's.
See him.
I've heard of that too, and I think it creeps me out a bit. That's why.
Well, as you were the first to answer that one, you get the point.
What?
So, that was literally just based on who can say their buzzer faster?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, here's a tricky one. What year will Zelda U be released in?
Buzz.
Chase?
Never at this point.
Yeah, you're right on that one. I've had a time machine, it's pretty much...
Oh, it's
like
true.
that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what is the best Zelda game ever, and why? Petter?
It is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Ooh, sorry, Petter. That's not the right answer.
Oh, damn.
Chase?
Triforce Heroes. Let's say Triforce Heroes.
No, I'm sorry, but the correct answer, and he's been telling you this for years and years, I don't know why you haven't been listening to him, it's Skyward Sword.
Oh, you should have listened to Juicy J.
Never doubt the Juicy J. Okay, so here's the last, final, super easy question. What was Jumpman later called?
Buzz.
Oh, Petra got that one again.
Yeah.
Well, Mario, Super Mario.
Oh, well, Mario works, but whatever. And yeah, you've pretty much won this, Petra. That was
Pretty much.
10 questions.
I kind of sucked today.
Your prize
Did I get a
is...
single point?
Yeah, you got which member of the CD forum has received the most bans. But, you know, you get a bag of chocolates anyway, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Petra, of course, gets a house in the Hollywood Hills.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, all paid out of Massey's bank account.
Oh my. I'm looking forward to that.
This is quite a prestigious
There's
competition.
pretty big discrepancy between the consolation prize and the actual prize.
I don't know if I can really answer that. I've got holes in my hand.
Okay then.
Well, that was the quiz, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed Petra's interesting take on walking down a dark alley, and I hope you're not offended, Jamie.
Alright, so that about wraps up the first episode of Channel ZDI, the brand new Zelda Dungeon podcast project. I hope you all enjoyed it and look forward to episode 2, which should be coming soon to a thread near you in within the next 20 years or so. So look forward to it then. It'll come out before Zelda U gets released, so sometime within the next 20 years. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. My name is Tristan. And the podcast today featured Pendio, Dan, Link Floyd, DekuNut, and Jamie. The intro music was composed and put together by Pendio himself, and the project was edited by Pendio as well, so give him a hand, please. Anyway, that about wraps it up, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Look forward to the second episode, and we will see you guys later.